Okay, I ran in and I got myself hooked up here. Now I'm ready to go. So here's your video on how to use the numbers you got. So when I use the simple clinometer, I think it was orange. I can't remember what color. So my simple
Hey,
clinometer. Sorry about the noise. That's my laundry. Ha! Gotta do laundry. Okay. When I went outside and I did that, I got these numbers. That's what I recorded. I recorded my 45 degrees because my simple clinometer had a 45 degree of angle of inclination. And then I paced off 46 feet using my feet. It's close enough to 46 feet. Alright, because my feet are about a foot. Whatever. Just about a good approximation. Now, it's got to make sense. Please don't create answers that don't make any sense. Now, I'm going to start you on these, but I'm not going to completely finish it because I want you to do the trig yourself. Okay, so again, my numbers were, now here's of course this is me, right there, me, Mr. Muscle Man, right there. That's me, and this is my pole, right here, pole. Okay, now, couple things to note. The triangle that we have here is located here. This is where we're going to use our trig. That's that sine, cosine, tangent thing that we've been doing. Okay? And let's remind you that sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. And finally, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So that's how we calculate this. Now, as far as my numbers again, if for the simple clinometer, I had an angle 45 degrees, okay? Which means, there's my right, I'm assuming that's right, and that's my 45 degrees. So that's the clinometer measurements that I have, and it's a similar triangle to the one we have on our clinometer. Now, what's true is, if these two angles are equal, creates an isosceles triangle because that means these two sides are equal. So my numbers that I got were the 45 degree because it was a simple clinometer, and I noticed it was 46 feet away. Can you tell me this length here from here to here? Ah, that's the question. Now, if you think that's your answer, you're skipping a piece there now. Remember, you're holding the clinometer up here. You know what I'm saying? So really, you're not actually getting the whole measure. You're missing this piece you need to add to your total to get the length of my pole. Now, don't be ridiculous. Let's make this simple. Of course, you know I'm 6 foot tall. So I may have to use that 6 foot tall length over here. All right, now that's your hint on how to get your height of your object. Again, you're going to share a picture of your work just like this. Now those people that you went advanced and you decided you wanted to try it without the simple one that calculated your angles wherever you stood. So what I did is I got these numbers. I stood 50 feet away from the pole. I measured those with my feet. If you don't have a tape measure, who cares? And then my marking was 130. Now keep in mind, that doesn't make sense. I can't put a 130 in there. That's because the clinometer was marking it from a 90 degree. So in order to, whatever number you get, the first thing you need to do is you need to eliminate the 90 that was already marked there. So minus 90, the actual number angle that I'm going to use is I'm going to use 40 degrees. Okay, which is different than the one the simple clinometer used, which makes this a little bit more complicated. However, this is for the advanced students. 50 feet, that's my length. So let's get my numbers on my diagram here. Of course, remember this is me. Clear illustration of myself and my, yeah, you know. All right, any case, my measure that I've got, when I computed it, I saw 130, that's what I measured on my protractor, but I got a 40 degree here. Okay, that's my measure. Now remember, this is the right. That makes this measure. Remember, sum of the angles has to be 180. That's 50 degrees there. Don't need that angle. I just want the angle of elevation. That's rising of my angle, which is the 40 degrees. All right, now quickly here, we're trying to find the length from here to here. That's X. On my paper, remember I recorded it, it's right here, proof. Okay, this length was 50 feet. So now, not like the 45-45, those were equal. These are not equal. That means I can't put 50 here and 50 there. I'm going to have to use trig. Now remember, I'm looking at the 40. That makes, first of all, this is my hypotenuse, but there ain't nothing there. I don't even care about that one. This is my opposite. This one is my adjacent, which means you're probably going to need tan of your angle has to equal opposite over adjacent. Now you can know how to compute that, figure that out. And of course it'll be a decimal, that's okay, it's no big deal. But that's going to give you the length from here to here. Now remember, you're going to have to make some assumptions on your height. You can't, that's not the whole pole. See, we want the length of the whole pole, and we've only got this much of it, so we need this length here. This length from here to here. And that, my friends, is over here. Now that's the same as over here. So let's just say I'm 6 foot tall again. And you can assume you're 6 foot tall. You might say you're 7, I don't care. But this is 6 feet tall. And there you go. Now you're going to obviously need the total pole is this length plus what you get here. All right. Now, please take a picture and submit it into the assignment in Google Classroom, please. All right. That's your project for the week. I miss y'all very much.